In today's video, I'll show you how you can add payments in FreshBooks. So let's get started. So here we are in FreshBooks, and basically to add a payment is that first we would need to create an invoice. So we're going to go click here on invoice on the left menu. And now in here is that you would want to click here on new invoice. And after that, you will now be prompted here into the invoice template. And from here, you can drag your logo. And I'm just select my logo. For example, I would want this one right here. And next is that you can now go select a client right here. And if you don't have one, you can always create one right here. And let's say sample client and sample right there. And you could add also more details if you'd want to, but in my case, it's enough just for this sample invoice. And here you have the date of issue, due date, and then the invoice number. So you could also add that right here, even the business information and many more. So I'm going to add a line right here. So let's say I rendered a service. I rendered editing service right there. And then you can now add your rate. Let's say I'm going to go for $1,000. And once you're done, you could always add more if you'd want. You'd be able to see the total. You can add a discount, tax, and then you could also request a deposit and add a payment schedule if you'd want to, and an attachment right here if needed. And then once you're done, you're satisfied with the invoice that you have just created, you would want to go here into the settings right here. So you can also accept online payment. So you can click on that, and then you could let clients pay you online. So you can complete the setup right here, and you'd be able to accept via Visa, MasterCard, Discover Pay, or Google Pay. And next is that, let's go back in here. And you could also customize the invoice style, so you could change the design of your invoice if you'd want to, make it recurring, send reminders, and many more. And once you're done, click here on save, or you could send to right here. But in my case, I just want it to be saved. And remember the details of your invoice, like the client name. And then next, you want to go into payment section, which is right here, and then go here into all invoice payments. And then you just simply want to click here on the plus button. And then you can now type to add an invoice. Then you should see your invoice right here. If not, then you can search for that right here by typing in the client name or the invoice name right here. So it's this one. So click here. And then you have the payment date on when the payment has been made. And then the payment type. Let's say I'm going to go for check. And then you have some notes right here. And then once you're done, click on the check button. And then just like that, your payment has now been added right here into FreshBooks. And that's how you do it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.